Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Yet another morning, I wake up and there's a lot of madness, there's a lot of comments, there's a lot of quotes from Enzo Maresca's latest press conference. We've obviously got FC Noah that's coming up in the Conference League. We'll do the preview of that tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, live UK time, early morning, maybe around 9:30 a.m. But lots of comments coming out from this press conference makes me think, does Enzo Maresca actually rate this squad? Once again, Enzo Maresca, ladies and gentlemen, is coming out publicly and he's literally educating us fan base. We as a fan base, we have all of these fantasy type of lineups. Or why can't this player start, that player start? Why can't all of these players start together? But Enzo Maresca is literally coming out publicly and stating there's a reason why they can't start. Either they're not training hard enough, either Enzo Maresca doesn't trust them off the ball enough. The kind of work rate he's gonna get from these players, the way he wants them to play, or simply that they're not good enough. They're not good enough. I don't know what it is, and this is exactly what I want to talk to you guys about, and I want to see what you guys have to say about this in the comment section. I'm going to go through some of the latest quotes, and I won't bring it up on the screen today because there's some technical problems, but I'll read it out. You'll know exactly what news I'm talking about. And then off the back of that, I'll give you my opinion, and you let me know in the comment section what you also think about this. Because I've said it recent times. I think, honestly, after a very, very long time, since Thomas Tuchel, and we've gone through a few managers, right? I think we've hit now a manager that is tactically astute. He really is. He understands the game. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, he overthinks, he does this, he does that, I'm in full belief this guy is a student of the game. He fully understands the modern era football because tactically he's got it covered. Now the problem is, can he get the players to play the way he wants them to play? Listen to what I'm saying. There's two things here. One, can he manage? Can he coach the players to get them to play how he wants them to play? Or two, are some of these players not good enough? It's one or the other. Either the players that are not featuring in the Premier League often enough are not good enough, or Enzo Maresca is not getting the best out of them. So that's just where I am, and I guess time will tell exactly which one it is. The more Enzo Maresca doesn't utilize some of these players, especially in the Premier League, it makes me think that they're not good enough because there are other players that are seemingly, seeming to follow what Enzo Maresca wants them to do. So it's not like every player doesn't understand it. There are certain players that don't understand. Now, let's get in on this, ladies and gentlemen. Enzo Maresca, first quote: "We need defensive balance. We cannot play with Zhao, Cole, and Christopher Nkunku. I want to put them all on the pitch, but we need balance between attacking and defending. I've no doubt that if João Felix keeps working well, he will find minutes in the Premier League." So already, Enzo Maresca is coming out publicly and saying, look, João Felix, Cole Palmer, Christopher Nkunku, he wants to put them all in the same pitch, but the balance is going to be all over the place. You know why he's saying the balance between attack and defense is going to be all over the place? Because all of those players, and for me, Cole Palmer works hard, but if you think about how we set up on the ball, off the ball, we're a 4-4-2. Just think about it, because on the ball, three at the back, the right back or the left back will go into those half spaces, or the left back might invert, or the right back might invert, whatever the case is. And then they come back into their spot. And then it's four at the back, four in the middle, and two up front. That's how we defend. On the ball, three at the back with two double pivot players. And then off the ball, it's 4-4-2. So by having players like Cole Palmer, and Kunku, and João Felix, Those three players will have to take. You can put maybe, I don't know, Nkunku up front with Jackson, right? For instance, or maybe Nkunku up front, no Jackson, and then Cole and Nkunku up front, the two, and then Jean Felix will have to be part of that middle four to help in defense off the ball. And if he doesn't do that, or if he's incapable of doing that, then we are going to be opened up and sliced up. This is the thing that we as a fan base, we have to understand, ladies and gentlemen. We have to understand that Enzo Maresca is literally talking to us and saying, guys, I get your feeling. You want all of these players to play, but they need to work hard. If they're gonna play together, they have to work hard off the ball. And right now, even on the ball, players like Jean Felix, players like Nkunku, are they giving us what we really desire from them on the ball? Probably not. So let's see how it all pans out over the upcoming weeks. Obviously, we've got the international break, but we have to keep this in mind. Now, next up, check this one out. Enzo Maresca and Michaela Mudryk. He's not playing from the start all the time, but he is playing because he's getting some minutes in the Conference League. Defensively, once again, he talks about defense, Enzo Maresca. Defensively, there are things he needs to improve, like the rest. So he literally said, defensively, Mudryk needs to improve, like the rest of them. We have to understand for Enzo Maresca's system to work out. Off the ball, you have to be just as good on the ball. Like on the ball, there's a lot of instructions, and you have to be able to carry that out. But as soon as you lose the ball and the opposition's in transition or they've got a bit of possession, you have to start defending. And if you don't defend, don't be sitting there complaining, oh my God, why does Chelsea look so open? We look so open through midfield. We're just getting sliced up. It's because certain players are not performing to their level. He's literally once again educating us about Mudryk, saying defensively he needs to improve. This is why Mudryk doesn't start, and it's so clear to see when we watch the games. At times, Mudryk is jogging off the ball. Off the ball. We have to look at football in two frames, not just on the ball. I think far too many times fans are looking at the game one dimensionally, just on the ball. We have to focus players. When we're watching the game, we need to focus on these players. What are they doing off the ball? It's not just what they're doing on the ball. Oh, they created two chances. Oh, whoop-de-doo, they created two chances, but they jogged all game and they didn't help the defense, which leaked 4 goals. We have to. Enzo Maresca, Christoph is similar to João. The work in the same way. If they work in the same way, they will get minutes in the Premier League. Not only about them two, all of them. If you don't play Sunday and we have Thursday game, if you don't train well, you don't play. So he's saying, look, some of these players, if you don't play in the Premier League, you've got the Thursday game. Impress me. And this is the problem. Some of these players, even though we've won in the Conference League, but they've not really been impressive. They've not really blown people's mind in terms of their performances. We've done well. We've scored. We've won. Okay, no problems. But have we really seen anyone out of their skin performing? I don't think so. So he's saying, look, you don't have the Premier League, impress me in the Conference League, and if you don't train well, you're just not going to play. So sometimes it makes me think some of the players that are not playing, like recently in the Premier League, we've seen João Felix doesn't even get any pity minutes as well coming off the bench, and Nkunku didn't get any minutes off the bench against Man United, and Nkunku barely starts in the Premier League. It makes me think, are you guys doing the right thing when you're training? Are you actually doing the right thing when you're training? Poses a very, very big question. And look, it all comes down to squad building. At the end of the day, it all comes down to squad building, ladies and gentlemen. Have we actually built a squad adequate enough for Enzo Maresca to compete in all levels, not just in the Premier League? Carabao Cup, we're already out. FA Cup coming up. Have we built a squad to be able to compete at all levels? Because I don't want to see Enzo Maresca not have any options off the bench to utilize, because he doesn't feel comfortable with some of these players. Enzo Maresca and Jadon Sancho. And Jadon Sancho, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on here. Check this out. For sure he's out. This is against FC Noah. So he's out against FC Noah because he took a knock. He had a knock in training or something. He's come back from illness and he's trained and he took a knock. We'll see if he can be available for Sunday. If not, after the international break. Jadon Sancho wasn't picked before he got ill for 2 games for tactical reasons. Enzo Maresca has said that publicly. So that makes me think, wow, he tactically doesn't rate Sancho. And then he got ill. He missed quite a couple of games. And now he's picked up a knock. He's not even going to play against FC Noah. I fully thought maybe he'll feature against FC Noah, get to show, what he's really about. But once again, no. I don't think he'll be available for the Arsenal game, to be honest. You've missed so much football all of a sudden. Now you're going to be thrown against Arsenal? I don't think so. I fully believe it's going to be Pedro Neto and Madueke again. So Sancho, look, after the international break, I don't want this Sancho situation to be like the Man United one, where we've blamed Eric Ten Hag there. We're not blaming no one here. I'm starting to think maybe you need to get a little bit more serious about your health, about your attitude towards the game, about you tactically taking everything in from the manager. Got to work hard. Got to work hard off the ball. You might be technically gifted on the ball, and even on the ball, you don't seem too confident to take a shot. We have to watch what's going on around with this Sancho situation, because for me, it's starting to smell a little bit. I hope Sancho, if he doesn't feature at all now, after the international break, I need Sancho to come and help Chelsea Football Club out. Next up, Enzo Maresca and Cole Palmer. Cole didn't train yesterday. We will see if he can today. We need to wait and see to decide if he's fit to face Arsenal. So look, question marks around Cole Palmer's fitness. I'm starting to think he might not be available, guys, for the Arsenal game, which scares the living daylights out of me. If this guy's injured and he misses out on the Arsenal game, one of those guys, Nkunku and João Felix, is most likely going to get a chance, and they'll have to step up. Enzo Maresca and Cole Palmer again, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully he can be fit. The tackle is quite clear. It was not a normal one. Hopefully he can be back. He's talking about, Lisandro Martinez with that tackle. How he didn't get a red card, I've got no idea. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, tough times coming up. Hopefully Maresca can find a solution. Hopefully some of these players can step up, or else we're fourth, which is great, but we can slide down very, very quickly because the gap isn't that much between 8th, 9th, till about 4th. So we shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Does Enzo Maresca really rate this Chelsea squad? Let me know your thoughts. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.